Hi everyone! Today, we're diving into the exciting world of playing Pokémon Sword on your PC. Pokémon Sword is a fantastic game. But what if you want to experience it with better graphics or on a bigger screen? That's where Switch emulators come in. This video will guide you through the process of setting up and playing Pokémon Sword on your computer. First, let's talk about emulators. A Switch emulator is a software that mimics the Nintendo Switch system on your PC. This allows you to run Switch games on your computer. There are several popular emulators available, such as Yuzu and Ryujinx. We will focus on these two. Before you start, you need a decent PC. Emulating Switch games requires some processing power. Make sure your computer meets the minimum requirements for the emulator you choose. These requirements usually include a good CPU, a dedicated GPU, and sufficient RAM. Now, let's discuss the legal stuff. It's crucial to understand that downloading and playing ROMs of games you don't own is illegal. You should only emulate games that you have legally purchased and own a physical copy of. This is a gray area. But respecting copyright is important. Next, we'll cover setting up the emulator. First, download Yuzu or Ryujinx from their official websites. Install the emulator following the instructions provided on their respective websites. Once installed, you need to obtain the necessary firmware and keys. These files are essential for the emulator to function correctly. Finding these files can be tricky and we cannot tell you where to get them as this could infringe copyright law. Place the firmware and keys in the appropriate directories within the emulator's folder. Consult the emulator's documentation or online tutorials for specific instructions on where to place these files. After setting up the emulator, it's time to get the Pokémon Sword ROM. Again, make sure you own the game legally. Obtain the ROM and place it in a folder on your PC. Open the emulator and navigate to the folder containing the ROM. Select the ROM to load the game. You might need to configure the emulator's settings to optimize performance. Adjust the graphics settings, controller input, and other options according to your PC's capabilities. Experiment with different settings to find the best balance between performance and visual quality. Now, you're ready to play Pokémon Sword on your PC. Enjoy exploring the Galar region with enhanced graphics and improved performance. You can also use save states. These allow you to save your progress at any point in the game. This can be helpful for tackling tough battles or exploring different paths. Some common issues you might encounter include lag, crashes, and graphical glitches. These issues can often be resolved by adjusting the emulator's settings, updating your graphics drivers, or trying a different emulator. Remember to consult online forums and communities for troubleshooting tips and solutions. That's it for playing Pokémon Sword on your PC using Switch emulators. I hope this guide was helpful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gaming tutorials and content. Leave a comment down below sharing your experiences with emulating Pokémon Sword or any other Switch games.